Hey folks, welcome back to one of my in-car videos. I'm just getting back from KLIA right now, and I want to talk about trucks. As some of you know, I used to own a truck. I mean, a long time ago I had a Ford Courier, and now I'm driving, well, this is sort of like a revisit of sorts. I'm driving the Ranger 3.2 Wildtrak. Now, I'm sorry, the shake is pretty bad because I'm using a handphone holder. If you remember, Ford Malaysia has just recently launched a whole bunch of new trucks. One of them is the Raptor, of course, and also with the Ranger Limited Plus, Ranger XLT, these with the 10-speed gearbox, 10-speed gearbox, and the Easy Lift tailgate, which is just really cool. This is one generation back. This is the Wildtrak they came up with. The orange one, they had a 2.2 and they also had a 3.2. And this is the 3.2 Wildtrak, and I gotta say, okay, this is gonna sound a little bit bad because, you know, the newer ones are supposed to be bad, but I love this 3.2 Wildtrak. It's crazy. It's got active cruise control. I'm using active cruise control now. That's my leg. See, I'm not pressing the accelerator. It's keeping a safe distance between me and the car in front. And I've got it set at 120. It's gone down to about 112 kilometers an hour right now, and if the car in front moves off or moves to the left, it will speed up to 120. I can actually set it to okay, let's set it to the legal speed limit, and it's actually keeping a distance, which you can actually you can set the distance. I can fall back a little bit. There's these buttons here on the steering wheel which allow you to control the distance between the car in front of you and you. Now, if you're not using active cruise control and you happen to be distracted, I don't know, maybe looking for your touch and go card, looking for where your smart tag is, this thing has got an anti-collision alert, front anti-collision alert. So if you get too close to the car in front and your foot is still on the accelerator and not on the brake, it will give you a visual and a very loud audible warning. It goes something like, and you'll be like, whoa, okay, and sure enough. And if I'm not mistaken, once that visual and audible cue comes on, it actually primes the brakes. It will actually increase the brake pressure just waiting for you to hit that brake pedal, so you get immediate braking power. Again, I'm sorry, I think this thing is shaking really bad. This is not my usual handphone holder, which is a lot better than this one. This is something aftermarket I got from a shop near my house. So this video actually is not to talk about the Ranger 3.2 Wildtrak, because as you know, you can see the orange seats are really cool. As you know, it's been around for a while, but I want to talk about no replacement for displacement. Now, it's a very clever term that car manufacturers have used, or even owners have used. There's no replacement for displacement. You know, there's no getting around a big old 5-liter V8 or a 6-liter V12. But more and more car companies are coming up with cars and trucks and other vehicles that use smaller displacement engines with forced induction, turbocharging, supercharging, sometimes a combination of both. This is great actually, because for one thing, in Malaysia we pay a road tax according to the size of the engine. Now with a smaller engine in forced induction, you're paying a lot less road tax. You know, I'm not even pressing the accelerator right now, and I'm just cruising along, following the cars in front. If the car in front of me starts to slow down, the truck will start to slow down as well. So where was I? Okay, engine displacement, no replacement for displacement. Is that true? Not anymore. Not anymore. I have to admit, not anymore. Now, I'm a big fan of big muscle cars, okay? I love big old rumbly V8s. If you've ever heard a V8 rumbling along, you'll know what I mean. I mean, there's just something about the sound of a big displacement engine. It just sounds so good. I mean, it's just so manly, so garang. You know what I mean? But anyway, so is there no replacement for displacement? Unfortunately, yes, there is. Turbocharging, forced induction, supercharging. These are all ways and means that manufacturers have overcome the need for very big displacements. Now, I'll give you an example. My 1983 W126 Mercedes-Benz 280 SE, before classic certification, thank God I managed to get that. Before classic certification, I was paying 1,680 ringgit a year. 1,680 ringgit a year for road tax for a car that's 36 years old, and that's just ridiculous. That's just absolutely ridiculous. Now, thankfully, like I said, I've managed to get classic certification for that car, and so now I'm just paying 20% of what it used to be. I'm paying 300 ringgit, which is a heck of a lot more livable than 1,600. So back to this one, it is a 3.2, whereas the latest ranges are 2 liters. Can you imagine that? Now from 3.2 to 2 liters, 1,200 cc's have just disappeared. You know, they're gone. But has it changed the characteristic of the truck? Now that's the $1 million question. I've driven the Ranger Raptor. I've driven the new Rangers with the 2-liter engines and the 10-speed gearbox, and I have to say yes, it has. It really has, because with just 2 liters. Now remember, you're always going to be governed by just how big your engine is. With just 2 liters and forced induction, not to say that this car doesn't have forced induction, it does. It is a turbo intercooled 3.2 liter diesel. But with just 2 liters versus 3.2, there is a difference. There really is a difference. The thing is, with the new Rangers, I remember it will reach its top speed. It will reach legal speed limits. Okay, let's put it that way. It will reach legal speed limits very fast. But then from the legal speed limit to delinquent takes a lot longer than this one. Okay, because this one reaches the legal speed limits very, very quickly as well. There's no denying that. But it just keeps going and going and going, and the next thing you know, you're doing 180 kilometers an hour. 180 kilometers an hour in a truck is ridiculous. Okay, because you're sitting up high, it actually feels like you're doing 280. I kid you not. Anyone who has done 180, and I'll be very frank with you, this truck was still pulling at 180. It's absolutely mad. You never want to go that fast in a truck. Ever, okay? Believe me, you don't. And if you do, you're in for the shock of your life, because especially in this Ranger 3.2, it just keeps pulling and pulling and pulling like there's no tomorrow. Seriously, like there's no tomorrow. I'm holding the camera steady now because I'm going over those ridiculous rumble strips which serve no purpose except to damage your car. So there you go. There you go. No replacement for displacement? Maybe in a truck. Not so. Because with 3.2 liters, you can get this kind of acceleration. Holy moly, this thing is pulling my face off. Oh my goodness. That's 100 kilometers an hour. That was 110 kilometers from the toll gate before the first corner. That was 110 kilometers an hour. What has happened? This is nothing compared to my Courier. My Courier 0 to 100 was like a day. A whole frigging day to get to 100 kilometers an hour. Top speed, 120 downhill. I hit 140 once, but that was because I drove it over a cliff. No, I didn't drive it over a cliff, but just to give you an example. Trucks and truck engines, turbocharged diesel engines have gone so far. It's crazy how good they are right now. And I've hardly used any diesel. That's just amazing, really. So I can I can understand the allure of trucks, really. Just giving a thumbs up to a Ranger. Did you see that? It was a girl driving too, and she was cute. Sorry, I digress as usual. So anyway, yes, I can understand the allure of trucks, and that was just perfect example of why. It was a girl driving a big Ranger with bigger wheels and a full body lift, and feel kind of inadequate now. Should I chase her? No. Discipline, Chris. So okay, yes, I understand the allure of trucks. And yep, I can get that. You know, I can see well above all the other cars in front of me. I can tell right now if there was a blockage on this lane or the middle lane, I can avoid it. So yeah, there's also a big feeling of security, and that's why women are getting into trucks and SUVs, and I can understand that. I really can. So anyway, just decided to talk to you all for a while since I was alone and I was driving, and it's a boring drive from KLIA. And stay tuned for more of my in-car videos. Another Ranger. Rangers are doing so well, it's crazy. And sorry about the shake, I'll use my better holder next time. Okay, Gotta go. Hope you don't have a headache. Bye.